Hello everybody, Rogue Fox here, and welcome back to another episode on the Truly Bedrock SMP server. The cow says hi, and we are in episode 17, and on the last episode, we just finished putting up this factory around our automatic wool farm. So, the idea was because Slack and Prowl have a little house over their pumpkin melon farm, Prowl has, I had to think about his name just to make sure I didn't mess it up because very bad habit of mixing their two names up for whatever reason. But Prowl has a barn over his cow farm, so I thought it would be appropriate in this area to have some sort of building over our automatic wool farm inside. And this thing has actually been producing pretty well since the last episode. So I think we were probably like around this area here, but you can see we have a couple more stacks of wool, and yeah, this thing is doing really good. And apparently the cows are admiring my handiwork over here. They were just taking a peek inside the door just like that. So they probably feel bad, or actually they're probably thankful that it's not them inside that glass box. However, you do have some buddies right over there. You have quite a few of them. So Moo, you should probably be a little concerned about this guy over here. Not so much. I mean, I guess you're safe here, but yeah, Prowl can clearly see you across the island here. So I would try to hide somewhere. As I was saying, last episode we built a factory or building around our automatic wool farm. Now, that was phase 1 of what we wanted to do here because one of you had suggested in the comments a few episodes ago when I asked for what we should do to this island. One of you had mentioned that we should make a water wheel, and that was a very good idea. So last episode, what we did was built the building first, and then this episode, we are going to build the water wheel. So you can see I already have some sort of foundation going here. Now, I know I said I was going to work maybe on placing in the walkway that went around here, but honestly, I felt like the water wheel needed to go in first. That way, I didn't have some sort of platform or dock here, and then I had to build around that. So I think it was a better idea to build the water wheel first, and then build the walkway around it. So I have a pretty good idea of what I want to do, and let's go ahead and sleep and start today's project. So what I want to do first is work on the spokes of this water wheel. Now, I'm not quite sure if it's called the spoke. I went bike riding yesterday with my wife, and it was awesome. The sun has finally come out. It's been raining where I'm at, and finally the sun has come out. I think it was in the 70s, and yeah, it was a perfect time to go bike riding. Everyone else had the same idea. There were people out walking, biking. It was awesome. But anyways, with that being said, yeah, spoke is the thing that is fresh in my mind right now. So I'm going to go ahead and call this the spoke. Again, I'm not quite sure if that is the technical term. So we have one, and then I wonder if it's easier to do one at a time. Yeah, let's go ahead and do one at a time. Next, what we're going to do is place a block here, here, and then one right there. Now, again, I had to practice this because if you remember my boat over there. Actually, let's go ahead and take a look at that. So I need to kind of redeem myself, okay? So, and I actually might come back and fix it after I do today's episode. Ouch. So yeah, that was the water wheel that I came up with for my boat. And yeah, that's just not very pretty. So yeah, I feel like with this wheel, I'm kind of redeeming myself on that little monstrosity of a wheel that I had back there. So let's go ahead. We have 3 blocks, and then hopefully I made plenty of stairs. I did. Awesome. Hopefully that is still enough. Probably enough for one wheel. Do upside down stair like that. And again, these blocks can be waterlogged, so that is very nice. And then we can go ahead and place a stair going this way. Another stair that way, just to give it that rounded look. Then we'll come up 3. Let's go ahead and hop up here. Up. 3. And then we're going to do the same thing that we did to the bottom. So a stair that way, stair that way, and then a stair this way. And then we want to do 3 blocks. Bam. And let's see, how do we do... Let's go ahead and try to place it like this. Perfect. Come up. Is that where the stair goes? Yeah. There. Up. stair, and stair. Bam. And then we can hop on down. And then we just do the stairs. One more. Yep. Okay. Stair here, and stair right there. Boom. Done. Oh yeah, that is definitely looking like a wheel. Now, I think I was able to make it look better because it is a bit bigger, so I had more space to work with than I did over there, although I will still make an attempt over there at some point to do this. So we have this done. That is definitely looking like a wheel, and then all we're going to do is repeat the same thing over on this side, and I don't have enough andesite walls, and what I think I want to do is just go ahead and build up this side, and then I'll be right back. And welcome back. The wheel is now done, or at least the two parts of the wheel are. We still need to put the little paddles that go in the center here, but yeah, this is done. Let's go ahead and take a look from down here. I think it looks really good. Again, definitely looking like a wheel. And if we go ahead and just get another angle of this, I'm gonna swim right over here. Yeah, I think that looks good, and I think that's how the wheel is supposed to rest, just barely in the water like that. I was looking at pictures, and that's what it seemed to be doing, was just barely resting in the water, and then I saw like a little trowel, I think that's the word, going right over it, and then dumping some water down to kind of get that spin going. So we will be adding in some sort of pump, or can't really do a quote-unquote here, pump. That's going to come up, probably some sort of, we might use the andesite again, we might use cobblestone, but then we're going to run some water out. It's going to go over the top of our wheel, and then we'll have some water pouring down on this side. But before we get to that, what we need to do is work on, again, like I said, the little paddles that go in the middle here. Now, there are some different ways that we can do this, and I tried using stairs, and that just looked a little too cluttered, and it was all the same. And yeah, it didn't look too good to me. So what I think we're going to do, we are going to incorporate some more of the new blocks. And by new blocks, I just mean we're going to use the spruce signs because it will match the wood. So before we were only limited to the oak signs, but now we can have signs of all the different woods. That is going to be perfect, just like you saw in the shop. We had the little rafter up top. So we're going to kind of use that idea, I think, for the top sides. And then we'll probably use some slabs for this area here. And I do need a little bit of string, so I haven't been in these chests for a while. So, oh, there we go. So we have some string, and of course, as always, my inventory is full. So I don't have any ores on me. Ooh, okay, we do need those slabs. And let's just go ahead and store, yeah. At this point, I'm just kind of throwing things everywhere. I was organized at the beginning of the season, but yeah, I'm kind of just throwing things everywhere at this point. So, okay, cool. Just need a couple string for what we want to do. And, alright, we are heading back to the island. And it does look like we have a new building on the spawn island. I just saw that when I was taking off. So, it looks like we have a little building up top. Kind of looks like a little restaurant here. That is very cool. Again, I'm loving how this island is being built on now, and it's just getting really full. And yeah, I am loving it. So we're going to go ahead and head back to the island, and let's take a look at the wheel. Ooh, okay. Yep, that looks good to me. So we are going to land right over here. Not bad. Not bad of a landing if I do say so myself. And like I said, what we're going to do for this part is, let's see, I want to do a slab here. And we're going to make these high slabs, I think. There, right there. Nope, okay. No, I don't like that one bit. So, let's go ahead and, oops, make an ugly pillar here. This needs to go on the inside. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that is much better. So we do have this little area right here, and my only concern about this is that it is pretty flush with this section here. But then again, water wheels are different. I've seen different pictures. Again, I was looking at them. So there are some water wheels where it's built in to the sides like that. And then, of course, there are the ones that have the other pieces sticking out just like this. We're not doing that today, but we are going to go with this design that we have going right now. Now, for the top and bottom portions, this is where I needed the string because we are going to use signs. So if you haven't seen this trick before, what we can do, because string is not too obvious, I actually use that to top off the bamboo on the spawn island, if you can recall, or if you didn't see that. So what we're going to do is get our spruce signs. I want to look right at the string and place a sign there, there, and right there. So that way it gives the effect of continuing the pattern that we have here with the slab. So again, it has this pattern like that, and then of course we can't have slabs facing vertically. So the best thing that I thought of doing, I guess other than trapdoors, but just to match the wood as best as I could, was to use signs just like this. And then from here we can go ahead and finish off slab. So the high slab under the stair, which would be right here. So that way it kind of continues that look just like that. And let's see, we are doing high slabs here. There, right there. And then I do need one more slab, of course. But then we can do the bottom as well. So let's do it on... We're going to have the water... Actually, I might have placed the string on the wrong side because I want the water flowing down this way. So that means that water source is going to be where the string is. So yeah, let me reverse it, and then I'm also going to finish up the rest of the wheel. And the water wheel is all finished. So I will admit I did have some trouble with the bottom because we did use high slabs right here, so things down here weren't lining up. So I was having some trouble with that. So if we actually take a look at what I did here, I do have some slabs right here. We have this slab and this slab. And if we take a step back, I believe, at least in my opinion, that it creates the optical illusion that it kind of continues back. Now, I guess if we look really hard, and now that I'm pointing out, we can see it. But I mean, if we're just running by, it kind of looks like it is one back. And then to finish off the look, we do have signs on the inside here. Now, this sign is resting against this slab here. And again, because everything was high slabs, I had to kind of balance everything back out. But thankfully, that part is underwater. And can I take off? Yep. That part is underwater. So let's try to get a good turn here. We don't want to take damage. But what we're really concerned about is how the top looks. And I think we nailed that perfectly. That definitely looks like... Did I type on this? Oh, okay. It's just the shadow. I thought I might have accidentally typed on it. Yeah, we definitely... Yeah, got that top portion done. It has the texture there. It's all broken up as compared to, I don't know, throwing some stairs in there. And like I said, everything would be closed up. So we wouldn't be able to look through it like we are right now, because we would be looking at the bottom of would look like planks. So I think that definitely helps out with the feel of the whole thing. We can look through it, I guess is what I'm getting at, being repetitive here. But the water wheel is done, and the only thing I did was I added a spruce button to the outside here, just to give it like a little, I guess that'd be the screw where it's being held in. So that part is done, and now what I think we're going to do is work on the water trowel. For the trowel, what I'm envisioning is I want the water to run off to this side. That way it is visible to everyone in this direction. So I have to make sure I place everything in the correct spot. So let me go ahead and let's place, probably use dirt. That is the easiest thing to break. So I'm just going to get a general layout of what I would like to do. So if that goes there. So I'm going to place a slab. I want this to be a slab. So like that. And then what I think we can do, so I'm going to use birch for the lining of the trowel, just so we have some different color variation here. And then for the walls, what I'm thinking is we can use spruce trapdoors. Again, we are using spruce, but it is a different texture. So I think that will look okay. And if I run it alongside the building here, probably come one more out. We'll do this a section at a time. So we'll bring it out to somewhere over here, and then we can have our little water pumping station on this side. So we have this little shape going right there, and I do need to make some spruce trapdoors. So let me go ahead and do that, and then I will be right back. And welcome back once again. I think this is like the third time I said welcome back this episode so far. So I have the spruce trapdoors, and now I had to remove all of these slabs because I did high slabs, and they needed to be low slabs. So yeah, I just had to rip that out real quick and then lay them back in as low slabs. But what we're going to do now is get our spruce trapdoors, and we're just going to look at the sides just like this and line this up. So the idea is to do a little water trowel just like this. And let's see, for this part we can probably do it this way, right? This should still come up. Okay, cool. And then let's go ahead for the demonstration. We're going to grab our water bucket, and then we are going to fill all of this up with water. But right now we're going to do this one, and that should flow forward and down just like that. So yeah, that looks very cool, and we could probably even bring it out one more. Actually, I might leave it like that because it is hitting that part of the wheel. So okay, that is looking good. And again, we do have this back here because I definitely would have taken out that string and the signs with it. So while we're doing this, I think what I want to do is have a little bit of Season 1 chat. So if you don't know, Season 1 is going to begin for Truly Bedrock when the Village and Pillage update comes out. And hopefully that is very soon because we are all waiting for that. I'm sure you are too. And what I want to ask, and this is me just trying to get your feedback of what you would like to see from me in Season 1. So I know I am a redstone channel. That is what I founded my channel on Bedrock Edition redstone tutorials. And I know I haven't done much redstone this season. We've been doing a lot of building and definitely a lot of terraforming like we did on the spawn island there. And I thought it was fun, just to show off, hey, I'm more than just a redstone guy. I'm actually kind of decent at building, at least I think. So what I want to do, I want to try to, I guess, come up with some poll options. And I want your feedback of what we should do for Season 1. So I guess the options will be, and hopefully this poll, if I remember, pops up right now. Would you like to see more redstone? Would you like to see a little bit of everything? So, that is everything that we're doing here. And obviously we're going to do, the season is going to be a lot longer. We plan on it running at least a year. So that means we can do a lot of bigger builds and things like that. So would you want to see a little bit of everything? Do you like the landscaping, the terraforming that we do here? I know I saw a comment a couple episodes ago where they said they don't really enjoy the terraforming landscaping episodes too much, and that's fine. I know everyone has their preferences of what they like to watch when they watch a series. So again, that is something that made me think of getting your guys' feedback. So again, the options are more redstone projects, a little bit of everything, or we'll go ahead and go with other, because yeah, actually I'm not too sure if those are even good options. I guess my main concern is I didn't do a lot of redstone this season, but again, I want all of your feedback on what I should be focusing on more next season, because I do want to incorporate that into the content that I'm creating. So we will definitely be doing more redstone. More time means bigger redstone projects. We will be doing some building, as you see here. But again, give me some feedback. I'm going to have a little poll up there, and I may have some different options than the ones I listed after I think about it. And I will have an other option, and that will allow you to leave me a comment in the comment section about what you would like to see in Season 1. Alrighty, so I went ahead and filled in the water trowel, and I also added some support, minus this side right here. I forgot to do that. And then, of course, we still need to place in our water pump, which we won't do this episode because I am all out of time. But I did want to finish this little section here. So that is all done. And then for those of you who don't know, we have to add a water source to every single slab. So I tried to be a little smart about it. I brought a water source up here and just filled everything in. So everything is looking good. Let's go ahead and take a look at it from Slack's shop here. Yeah, I'm liking that. It's definitely a water wheel in my opinion. And then just getting some different. Yeah, that looks good to me. And of course we still need to. Oh, that scared me. I thought that was a creeper. Whew, I guess I would have blown up by then if that were the case. But again, we still need to add the walkway over here. And now that we have the water wheel in place, we can go ahead and just try to do that a little bit better. And by that I mean, I wanted to place in the walkway first, but I didn't know what this was all gonna look like. So yeah, I think it was smart for us to do it this way, and then we can build the walkway accordingly based off of what we did here. So like I said, I am all out of time for today, and again, I do want your feedback of what you would like to see from me on Truly Bedrock in Season 1. And again, I will try to come up with some good poll options for you to choose from. And again, if it is other, and even if it's not, do let me know what you'd like to see from me down in the comment section below. But with that being said, everyone, this is the end of today's episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed. This has been Rogue Fox, and I'm out. I'll see you later.